What's up with it? You watching the Baseball TV. And yeah, we about to check out this video from the YouTube channel The Urban Air. And the title is 50 Clowns Diddy Arrest Vows to Release More Videos. Got your boy Diddy locked up, man. They ain't letting him out, man. Hey, somebody call El Chapo people to help break Diddy out of there, man. ASAP. Man, Diddy got some real problems right now, man. And 50 still trolling, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think 50 supposed to have a series or something coming out, or a documentary or something. So, man, that's gonna be the nail in the coffin for Diddy damn near. Shit, who knows? But yeah, I haven't checked out the video. Don't know what they talking about. But let's check it out and see what they talking about. Yeah.
They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
Chill. So it looks like 50 Cent's highly anticipated documentary about Diddy might be dropping sooner than we thought, because he just clowned the hell out of Diddy after he was arrested on the charges of racketeering, sex and transportation of from third world countries. He's currently facing life imprisonment for the racket charges, as well as a minimum life of imprisonment with a minimum of 15 years for the trafficking charges and a minimum of 10 years for transporting them exports into the U.S. And guess who's just having a ball watching all this play out? 50 Cent. Not only did he clown Diddy for this, but now he's threatening to release even more evidence against Diddy that's potentially gonna make this case 100 times worse than it already is.
Man,
50 has actually been working very closely with Diddy's victims for months now and recording their testimonies for his upcoming documentary about Diddy. He's now saying he might release all that evidence before the documentary even comes out so he can help the feds. Okay, so for those of y'all who are somehow not up to date with all the recent developments of Diddy's case, he got arrested on Monday while he was just chilling in a hotel in New York. According to his indictment, which was just released a few hours after his arrest, he was caught forcing his trafficking victims who he flew in from third world countries into the U.S. with nowhere to run for help to engage in group sex acts with associates of his that he referred to as freak-offs, sometimes for days at a time, while he recorded these videos of these encounters and masturbated to them. The encounters were so physically exhausting for him and his victims, whom he would force to ingest, that they all typically received IV fluids to recover. They also found that Diddy was not orchestrating all this by himself. In fact, it was an entire enterprise of high-profile people, some of which are celebrities and others who are in political positions. They all came together to mistreat these women and boys into things they had no business doing. These people were flown into the U.S. thinking that they were going to be working minimum wage jobs to provide for their families back home. But instead, they're forced into engaging in these freak-offs and misused until they pass out. Combs' alleged criminal conspiracy, the indictment says, relied on employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in, and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice.
I ain't gonna lie, he was a straight monster, man. And I ain't gonna lie, everybody that participated in there too, man, they need to get rounded up too and brought in too, man, because he wasn't by himself. This is like a massive thing then, you know what I mean? So, shit, they need to round up these people too, for real.
Indictment also went on to reveal that Diddy would direct the acts at the center of the freak-offs, while he also distributed a variety of controlled substances to his victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. And do y'all remember that raid that was done on his properties just a few months ago, which ended in his sons, Justin and Christian, being arrested? Well, it turns out that raid was actually where they found all the freak-off tapes, as well as the thousands of bottles of lubricants that Diddy and his partners used against those defenseless boys and girls that they flew into the country. According to reports, they found more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant and 3 AR-15 rifles with a drum-style magazine. Chow, so the police even said they were surprised by the attention to detail that Diddy and his people put into all this. And mind you, these are the type of police officers that investigate cases like this. So the fact that they were even shocked is crazy to think about. They said not only would Diddy's supervisors, security, hotel staff, and assistants stock up on and lubricant, they would also procure baby oil, extra linens, specialized lighting, as well as book hotel rooms and travel arrangements.
The indictment alleges that Combs and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media. Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was attempting to flee. As alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal.
Man.
In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Because of all of this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security or facing more.
Like I said before, 50 Cent is having the
I ain't gonna lie, man. That's crazy for real, though, man. Like, it was just allegations and stories. Now it's like, man, it's out there for real. And, man, that's what people were saying all the time, all along. So, man, I ain't gonna lie. Jag wasn't playing when she was on Diddy, man, for real. And now she on Jigga. So, man, it's getting crazy out here, man. I don't know who going down next.
time of his life seeing Diddy get exposed like this. And he's planning to fuel it up even more by releasing his documentary about Diddy. In fact, right after all this came out, 50 Cent clowned Diddy by referencing the 1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil that they found stashed up in Diddy's house. He posted this photo of him with Drew Barrymore and said in the caption, "Here I am keeping good company with Drew Barrymore, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube in the house." Now, if y'all have been keeping up with 50, then y'all know he's been on Diddy's neck even before the Cassie lawsuit. The reason why he made it his personal business to contribute in the downfall of Diddy is because he was actually one of the rappers that Diddy tried to coerce into this freak-off world. According to 50, Diddy tried to get him to bend over by offering him to take him on an all-expense-paid shopping spree.
The Puff was like, first he was amping him to get style. Then he was like, yo, when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out. We gotta kick it. Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. He's like, yo, why don't we go shopping or some shit? I mean, I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this just saying?
I asked 50 about that. And he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah.
I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why do you and Fifth just...
Hey, yo.
Why y'all got...
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me.
Anyway, after Cassie came out with her lawsuit,
Man.
50 decided to step up his pettiness by clowning Diddy every chance he got, and even investing his own money into making an entire documentary about Diddy and his alleged partner in crime, Jay-Z.
I ain't gonna lie, I know they had their little feud online going on, but like with Diddy really being in trouble and 50 still like going on with the documentary, that's kind of damning for Diddy for real though, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of like 50 kind of helping the case, so that's kind of like helping the police a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know how real they feud is, but it seemed like it's a real feud between them though. Something. It seemed like 50 really don't like Diddy.
At the time that Cassie first slapped Diddy with her lawsuit, 50 was one of the first people who wasted no time in supporting her. He put up a post dragging Diddy for filth after he settled Cassie's lawsuit within 24 hours. He said, he paid that money real quick. Should have done that before the sharks saw the water. And here they come in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every woman he put his hands on. 50 followed it up by announcing he was gonna do a documentary on Diddy and bring out the truth about everything he had done and all the voiceless victims whose lives and bodies he's violated. He reposted an article about him developing a documentary on Diddy and captioned it, "I thought Diddy was a billionaire music mogul. If he's smart, he will file for bankruptcy now. Anyone with real money knows why I'm saying this. I'm the best producer for the job, guys. Here come the receipt." And as if this wasn't messy enough, 50 later announced that the documentary wasn't only going to be about Diddy, and that Diddy's BFF Jay-Z was also getting exposed in it too. He made a post announcing this shortly after the news broke of Diddy's home being raided by the feds, by posting the official poster of the documentary as well as a photo of Jay on a milk jar and said,
Man.
"Anybody seen Jay? LOL. Puff said the man ain't answering his phone." He followed it up with another photo of Jay-Z with the caption, "Here is Jay-Z, last reported seen waving at Puffy's jet, LOL." And just when we thought 50 was done,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Jigga better lay low for real, cause man, they been digging on Jigga for real. And man, he really do got some things, man, in that background for real though, man. That's real questionable for real.
on being petty, he said something back and posted this extremely unflattering photo of Jay-Z with the caption, "Jay in hibernation. He ain't coming outside till this ish with Puff blow over. No brunch, no lunch, no dinner, LOL. I'm all you got, I'm outside." Child, 50 is not letting up on Diddy and his entourage, and he is gonna keep clowning and exposing them till they're behind bars for good. And speaking on people being behind bars, Diddy actually tried to buy his way out of justice by proposing a $50 million bail bond, as well as his and his mother Janice Combs' Miami properties, but a judge was not having that. And they said Diddy was gonna be behind them bars till this trial starts. Mind you, this man has already been found guilty on a lot of things that he's been accused of, despite him literally having the gall to plead not guilty. So he's probably gonna be behind them bars till his last day on earth. And just for context, Diddy is facing up to 100 years in jail if found guilty. And since he wasn't allowed bail, jail is pretty much his new home now. In the meantime, Diddy's shameless lawyers are still busy lying through their teeth and fighting a battle that's already been lost. You just cannot make this up.
That changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case and now is finding themselves as a witness in a criminal case. And we're going to fight this case with everything we have, as is he. And eventually he's going to be shown to be innocent. And so tomorrow we fight again, and we'll fight every day.
Ciao.
I ain't gonna lie, he knew they was coming for real. Yeah, if you was wondering if he knew they was coming, he knew they was coming for sure.
Oh, it's a mess, y'all. I honestly feel really bad for his twins and that little girl that he just had. But this is unfortunately the kind of legacy that Diddy decided to leave behind for them. That man is truly disgraceful. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this. Like this person who said, he put up $50 million bail and a judge denied it. This man is in trouble. Who denies $50 million bail? You can say a lot about 50 Cent, but he definitely don't have too many skeletons in his closet for him to be speaking so loudly against his peers. Another person said, he could have been a victim if he took that shopping spree. Maybe not in that way, but on tape for sure. He was the wrong one. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about 50 Cent exposing Diddy? And do y'all really think this is gonna be the end for Diddy? Y'all...
Man, that's crazy, man. 50 shady for real. Like, shit, I think 50 documentary probably would have got him put in anyway, you know what I'm saying? But I guess they was on him already anyway, so yeah, man, he done got snatched up, man. I think some other folks about to go down too, man. It ain't no telling who though. But yeah, they been digging on Jigga, man, and then they talking about 50 was talking about Jigga too, so man, it's real creepy out there, man. I can't get over that boy having all that lube and baby oil, man. That's super crazy, man. That boy was out there really on demon time, man. But yeah, man. Shit. Yeah, man. Thanks for watching, man. Like, share, subscribe to the Babe Bomber TV. Appreciate y'all for watching. Till next time. Peace. Yeah.